Once upon a time, there was a peaceful kingdom named Gala. The king's name was John. He was very wise and kind. He had a son and a daughter. They were very virtuous. The prince was very imaginative. He wanted to meet a fairy. One day, the prince and the princess were talking about their dreams. The prince said, "I am sure I will meet a fairy one day." The princess didn't believe in magic. She made fun of the prince. The princess laughed and said, "Only children believe in fairies." One day, the prince and the princess were talking in the garden. They heard a sound. There was a cricket. It was making that sound. They took care of the cricket. It liked the prince very much. The cricket went to the queen of insects. It told her everything. The queen was very happy, and she said, "I would love to meet them." One night, the prince heard a lot of noise coming from the garden. The prince thought, "Oh, there are so many crickets." He saw the queen of insects. She was very happy to see him. The prince thought, "That's a pretty huge butterfly." The queen said, "Hello, prince. I'm the queen of insects." The prince said, "I'm very glad to meet you." The queen of insects talked to the prince. She was really excited. The queen said, "Everyone dislikes insects, but you like them. I am happy that you will be the king one day." The prince humbly replied, "They live in this kingdom too, so I must love them." Suddenly, something magical happened. The queen turned into a girl. She was very beautiful. The queen said, "All insects are happy. You would be a great king. We will meet again." The queen left the garden. The prince worked hard to become better. He wanted to be a great king. Of course, he was successful in doing so. He also married the queen of insects. Learning time. Let me teach you pronoun. Pronouns are words which we use in place of noun. We know that nouns are the names of person, object, place, animal, etc. There are many pronouns like I, you, he, she, we, they, etc. The king's name was John. He was very wise and kind. Here, he is used instead of repeating the king. He is a pronoun. He is used in place of a noun that refers to a male, for example, a man's name or a boy's name, king, father, brother, boy, etc. The princess didn't believe in magic. She made fun of the prince. She is used instead of repeating the noun, princess. She is a pronoun. She is used for females. It means we can use she in place of the name of a girl or woman or any noun that refers to a female. For example, princess, queen, mother, sister, etc. One day, the prince and the princess were talking in the garden. They heard a sound. They is a pronoun. They is used when the speaker is talking about many people, but the speaker himself is not included in those people. Like here, the speaker is talking about two people, the prince and the princess. There was a cricket. It was making that sound. It is a pronoun too. It is used for animals, plants, and non-living things. The prince said, "I'm very happy to meet you." I means myself. When you talk about yourself, use I. When you talk to someone, you can call that person you. We are now friends. The prince says, "We are now friends." When you talk about many people, including yourself, you use we. When I say we, I refer to many people, including me. I respect my father. He is a great king. Here, the prince used he instead of repeating my father. We use pronoun so that we don't need to repeat the same noun again and again. Remember the importance of pronouns. Use I when you are referring to yourself. When you are talking to someone, call that person you. He is used in place of a noun referring to a male. The king is very strong. Or we can say, he is very strong. Here, he is used instead of king, as king is a male. She is used in place of noun referring to a female, like Rita is a good girl. We can also say, she is a good girl. We is used when you talk about many people, including you. When you talk about some other people, not including you, use they to refer to those people. And it is used for objects, animals, etc. Goodbye, children. Hope you had fun learning pronouns.